Okay, picture this. A boxing match, right? But it just goes off the rails almost immediately.
Mm.
Chaos erupting before round one is even done.
Yeah, total chaos.
And the underdog, the guy everyone expects to, well, maybe not last, he holds his ground.
And not just holds the ground, he actually wins the first round against, I mean, a legend.
Exactly. One of the biggest names ever. And the fight itself, it felt less like technical boxing and more like a scrap in an alley.
Right, until that one punch, just one, changed absolutely everything.
So today we're diving deep into that heavyweight fight, Mike Tyson versus Frans Botha. We've been looking closely at this YouTube transcript detailing the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And our mission really is to pull out those surprising tactics, the emotional swings, those moments where everything just suddenly shifted.
I want to give you a kind of shortcut, yeah. To understand why this fight was, well, way more than just the knockout you see on the highlights.
Absolutely. Because even when a fight looks simple on paper, there's always so much going on under the surface.
So many layers, tactics, resilience, real human drama playing out second by second.
In this deep dive, it really gets you thinking about patience, perseverance.
And the sheer power of one single moment, especially when things, don't start the way you planned at all.
Okay, so let's set it up. You've got Mike Tyson, former IBF heavyweight champ. The name alone, it means power, intimidation.
An icon, truly. And facing him, Frans Botha, the white buffalo from South Africa.
But right from that first bell, round one, you knew this wasn't going to be standard Tyson procedure.
No, not at all. What stood out immediately, and the sources mentioned this, was Botha's strategy, his movement.
Right, the commentary said something like, more movement by Botha than I've seen in quite some time.
Exactly, nearly 2 years. He wasn't just a stationary target, he was actively slipping under Tyson's punches.
Avoiding those first big shots, that must have thrown Tyson off a bit.
Definitely disrupted the script. And
Yeah.
It wasn't just defense. The source notes, some blood on the head of Mike Tyson early on.
Wow. Okay, that's unexpected. Blood on Tyson early.
Yeah. Not how anyone saw it starting. And then the bell rings to end round one, and it just explodes.
Describe it. The source called it what? Bedlam?
Bedlam. Chaos. Tyson and Botha, they literally had to be ripped apart.
By the corners. Security.
Yep. Botha apparently doing ugly things. Warnings about fouls flying around.
And the commentators reminding everyone you can't win with a foul. Just pure intensity right from the start.
A really shocking beginning. And the most shocking part of that first round.
Botha won it.
Botha won the first round. Despite everything, despite Tyson's aura.
That's huge.
Mm.
How big a deal was that psychologically, do you think, for Botha to take the first round against Tyson?
Oh, immense. It wasn't just points on a card. It flipped the script, Suddenly the favorite is reacting, not dictating.
It changes the whole mental game. For both fighters and probably everyone watching too.
Absolutely. A reminder that nothing's decided until it's truly over.
And that chaos, it didn't just vanish after round one, did it? Round two kicks off.
And Tyson is immediately screaming at Richard Steele, the referee.
Claiming Botha was grabbing and held, twisting his arm or adding pressure. You could just see the frustration boiling over already.
So Botha's sticking to a plan here.
Oh yeah, a very clear, consistent plan. Lots of holding. He actually got a point deducted for it eventually.
He was smothering the punches, wasn't he? That's how the source described it.
Exactly. Punch and hold. That was the style. And the commentators were pretty blunt. Called it not necessarily respectable.
But effective, clearly. It was working to negate Tyson's power.
Deliberately frustrating. And you could see it affecting Tyson. The source mentions fire in Mike Tyson's eye.
And it turning into more of an alley fight.
Yeah, like Tyson felt he was being dragged into that kind of fight, having to resort to any and all tactics.
And he was punching one at a time, right? Not his usual fluid combinations.
Right. And the observation was made, the layoff has hurt his speed. This wasn't the prime, overwhelming Tyson. It's fascinating how those less conventional tactics, the ugly stuff, as the source put it, could just neutralize that raw power.
It really messed with Tyson's rhythm in his head. Proves that sometimes the, let's say, messier approach can be strategically brilliant.
It wasn't about trying to outbox Tyson, but just disrupt him completely.
Outmanage his aggression, yeah. And you felt the tension just ratchet up. Both those corner, their strategy was clear too.
What was their game plan?
Get him deep. Get Tyson into the deeper rounds, and then he'll feel my power will save. That was the idea. bet on Tyson fading.
And Botha himself. He seemed pretty composed, considering who he was facing.
Totally. Not showing any intimidation, the source said. Not scared of him. He was holding his own mentally.
Which, against Tyson, is half the battle, maybe more.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Tyson's corner, they're giving him very direct advice.
Like what? Get back to basics.
Pretty much. Throw the jab, put them together, meaning combinations, and don't walk away from it. Trying to get him back to boxing.
But Botha was just making that incredibly difficult.
He really was. His persistence was impressive. He was constantly stymieing Tyson, just physically preventing him from letting those combinations go.
And the guy could take a punch. He had a terrific chin, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Absorbed some big shots. He even landed a good one himself in round 5, a solid shot on the face of Tyson.
So he wasn't just surviving, he was still in the fight, still landing occasionally.
He was taking it, which is incredible against Tyson, but there was a flip side.
What was that?
The sources pointed out his limitations offensively. He was not throwing 2 punches, just wasn't putting combinations together himself.
So he could defend and frustrate, but not really mount a winning offense.
Right. He was even called a shot fighter in the commentary, meaning his own offensive output seemed diminished. He could take it, but he couldn't consistently dish it out enough to win rounds cleanly.
Okay, so the fight grinds on. Botha keeps frustrating Tyson. Tyson can't quite solve the puzzle, and then we get to round 5. The breaking point.
The climax. After all that holding, all the warnings, the frustration, the unexpected twists, it happens.
When exactly? Late in the round.
Very late. 2 minutes, 59 seconds at round number 5, just before the bell.
And it was just one shot.
That's what the source emphasizes. One right hand from Tyson.
And that was it.
That was it. Neutralizes everything that was happening to him. All Botha's tactics, the holding, the frustration, gone.
Just erased by that single punch.
That pure, undeniable power. It's a stark reminder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even when things get messy and complicated.
Sometimes your core strength is the ultimate answer.
Exactly. The referee counts to 10. Mike Tyson, winner by knockout.
Thinking about it now, that whole fight, it really does show how you can face something totally unexpected, frustrating, unconventional.
And still find a way back to what makes you, well, your fundamental strength.
What really stands out to you about that final moment when it all turned?
For me, it's just how quickly it happened. Nearly 5 rounds of both us successfully implementing this difficult, frustrating strategy.
Yeah.
And then, boom, 1 second, one punch, it's all undone. It just highlights that razor's edge in boxing.
All that sustained effort from Botha wiped out because Tyson landed his ultimate weapon.
Exactly. You can frustrate, you can strategize, but you always have to account for that fight-ending power.
So looking back at this deep dive, what a ride. We saw that chaotic start, Botha's surprisingly effective tactics, even if they weren't pretty.
Tyson's mounting frustration.
Yeah.
It was a real grind.
Until that sudden, definitive end, that one punch.
Yeah, this wasn't just about watching a freight replay. It really felt like a masterclass in adapting or maybe struggling to adapt to the unexpected.
And seeing how those unconventional tactics can work for a time.
Right. And also the enduring power of a fighter who, even when things were going wrong, found that one moment to unleash his core strength.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? In your own life, your own challenges.
Yeah.
When things get messy, when the usual playbook isn't working,
Yeah.
what's your one right hand? You know, that single fundamental skill or approach you have that can